target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Makes the grab. It's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play. And there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect them.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right down the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They found a way to get him the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now adjusting. Throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D-linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad.
There he goes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Now improvising. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Moore. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Thomas. Quarterback moving. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 40. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Trying to pull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No turning back now. It's 4th and goal. They'll try to sneak it. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Wingo. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Play number 10 on this series. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Setting up the screen. Powers through the defender. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They're going back to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's Baxter. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Number 5.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Grab near the marker. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Ripping through the defense. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the lone back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Berger. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. They're working that left side. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
21, UCLA, 17.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Lost one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They got it at the 30. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Gonna look downfield again. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run in the red zone. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, UCLA! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 8 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue even though he got outside the pocket.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, 4th quarter, 4th down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.